Do you ever think cannabis harms will surpass alcohol harms?
I think they are in high schools now.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Because I know, like, and it's a conversation that nobody really seems to be wanting to have, but alcohol seems to be doing more harms to our society than all of the other substances combined. And when we look at it through that lens, it really makes me start to question, like, if that is the benchmark that we're looking for all substances, what harms are yet to come? You know.
Well, I think if we look chronologically, the extent of substance problems in our society are constantly increasing. And and you're right, like alcohol is still killing way more people than opiate overdoses,
Mm-hmm.
but we don't hear about the people who are dying from alcohol things unless they get in a car crash or something.
Mm-hmm.
But like the last CIHR data that came out, like 77,000 people in Canada were hospitalized for alcohol related issues. This isn't showing up drunk. This is like significant health harms related to drinking too much for too long. Uh, for a couple of reasons, I think there's so much uh, acceptance of alcohol that uh, people want to protect it. And so it's really easy if you're a drinker, even if you're drinking too much, to
Mm-hmm.
look at an opiate problem and say, well, I don't do opiates, so I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
Do you think
And
it's the regulation of alcohol? Like, do you think that because it's legal, because you can go to a bar or a liquor store and get it, do you think that there's a direct correlation between availability and harms?
I think that's a big part of it. If you look back to the alcohol prohibition era, there were significantly fewer health harms related to alcohol than there is now. There were more social harms because there was bootlegging and
Mm-hmm.
gangs and legal issues like that, but the health harms were not anywhere near per capita the way that they are now because there weren't as many people drinking as much alcohol. The drinking was sort of more uh,
Underground.
it's kind of underground and secularized almost. Um, so,
Secularized. What does that mean?
well, in certain groups, like there would be groups of people who, knew how to get into the speakeasy and knew where to get the alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
There's more of a sort of cultural pockets of alcohol use, and and not as publicly available. So, um, so if you look at that whole decriminalization discussion,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and when I heard people talking about that, they were talking about Portugal, and Portugal did a really phenomenal social engineering project based around substance problems. And but I think it was about a year ago that there was a huge sort of public push that we got to decriminalize everything. Because if we decriminalize everything, that's going to solve the overdose problem.
Mm-hmm.
And the criminalization piece, I don't think really has anything to do with it.